Howdy folks, Sapper here, aka Sean. Just an update on the current state of Fulda Gap. Alright, the Russians are pushing in. Pretty soon we're going to get overwhelmed, but there's been more movement than shooting than anything. But it's the shooting that has gone on has like had me biting my nails. When you have actual people, and I say actual people because I've only met one of you in real life, and that's Jack. It makes the game a little different when you have actual people that you're assigning to the stuff. Kind of more tense, a little bit more fun too. So it's kind of cool. First time I've ever done that is assigning real life crew members to cardboard chits. So it's the end of turn 2, and this is what we've got right here. So you can see on the southern, let me just kind of give you a little bit of view of the map. It's, at an angle, but this southern edge right here, this area right here is where you can see a lot of marker on there. So that's where a lot of action has been. So we had some T-80s here in the town, and the Soviets won initiative, right? So initiative is important in this game because the person who wins initiative decides who goes first. So you have the fire phase, which is first, and then the movement phase. So if you go first in the fire phase, then you go second in the movement phase. So if you got targets out there, you definitely want to shoot first. And the Americans, they get a bonus to initiative because they're kind of on the defense. So percentile dice, the Americans get a +20. Whoever rolls highest on percentile dice is the winner. So, the Americans have a good shot of winning initiative every time. Well, they didn't this time. I was like, oh my gosh, this isn't going to be good. Piranha was sitting right here, and I wanted to move him out of the way, but the Russians won, so they chose to shoot first. So I'm thinking, okay, Piranha's gone. He's in a Bradley. T-80s are shooting. It's not going to end up going good. So we had 3 T-80s in the town here. All 3 of them fired at Piranha, which was sitting here at the time. First shot hit, but bounced off. Second shot hit, causing hull damage. And then the third shot was a miss. So Piranha fires back, and he misses. He wanted to hit this. Let's see right there. That's a BRM. Basically, the purpose of that vehicle in this game, he's got ground radar, so he highlights targets even in cover. So we need to take that guy out, right, because it gives the Soviets an advantage. Because trees and scrub and smoke is kind of ineffective with the radar. Well, he missed, so the Americans haven't been rolling good dice. But so that's it as far as combat action goes. And then the movement phase happens. So the 3 T-80s that were in town, they moved up to here. There was some more T-80s that were off the board. They took their place, kind of like a, it's a bounding type movement system, or it's bounding is what they call it. In real life, it's bounding. So T-80s move, a platoon moves to here, and then another platoon takes their spot. We had these tanks that were sitting here. They moved up to here. Now the trees were blocking line of sight to everybody over here. So now these guys they're sitting in the trees. So now they'll be able to see stuff over here. Had a platoon of infantry, mechanized infantry, and they moved up. They're hiding behind the trees, so nothing will be able to be seen there. Piranha, he moved up the hill. He's got the hull damage marker on him. Let's see, can you see it? Yep, you can see the hull damage right there. His ass is to the enemy now, so not looking good for Piranha. Grizzly moved back. And then Wolf and Tiger Shark, they held position. Once I read the rules a little bit better, they're not really going to be able to see anybody where they're at, so they're going to have to move forward to these spots to be able to get some good shots. So the next turn, I'll think about moving those guys up. And then we had the T80s. These T80s were here, so they moved up. There was smoke right here, but that dissipated, so now there's only one smoke here. All right, that T80 is watching over here. He's waiting for wolf and tiger shark to pop their heads up over, and he's going to pop them. And then we have another platoon of BMPs. They're going to go ahead and go for this hill. Nightcrawler's sitting up on this hill. This Bradley's unassigned yet. And then we've got Eagle and Raptor sitting up over here. They are basically, Eagle and Raptor are basically waiting for these guys right here. They did have a chance. They were pulling Overwatch. They did have a chance to shoot these guys, but it was like a 30% chance, and I didn't want to, risk exposing them with a low odd shot like that. But next turn, probably going to get a shot off on these guys because the smoke's starting to clear up. And this smoke that was in these two hexes was smoke that the Americans fired from the mortars, which are right here. So that is the state of the game at the moment. Wish Piranha luck. He is he's in a wounded Bradley and not looking good at the moment. So we'll see what happens. All right, that's it for now. Peace.